Now listen, the album's called FOTB. Would you shed any light on what that stands for?
Well, now I can say it. I mean, we weren't trying to be all super mysterious, but now we put out some videos and the people will see at the end the album title. It's called Father of the Bride.
Right. Okay. And can I twist your arm to tell us a little bit more about the Father of the Bride? Is this somebody that exists in one of the band members' lives?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was...
It's not Steve Martin.
It's a tribute to Mr. Steve Martin, the legendary actor. Well, the truth is, of course, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Like when the phrase came up, I'm thinking about Steve Martin. Although there's also the Spencer Tracy version,
yes,
the black and white one, with Elizabeth Taylor too. And I basically I think every Vampire Weekend phrase, I always like it when there's like a kind of a funny, dumb layer and then something beneath the surface. So for me, Father of the Bride, I was like, it made me think of the comedy and kind of goofy and like, the hijinks of that movie. But then the more I thought about the phrase, it also kind of reminds me of like something biblical. And there's like this there's something like almost ominous about the Father of the Bride. So anyway, I don't want to give away too much. I think when people hear the record, they'll hear the different layers, but it's just one of those phrases that the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. Father of the Bride.
I like the holding title as well, Mitsubishi Macchiato. That had a bit of a ring to it.
Yeah, we might have to call something else Mitsubishi Macchiato.
Yeah.
I just felt like the Mitsubishi Macchiato, it helped with a few of these songs. I think there's definitely some Mitsubishi Macchiato energy in Harmony Hall.
Yeah.
But not the whole album, so you'll see.
Radio X.
So I read that lovely post you put up the other day, and you said that you'd taken your time and you chilled a little bit. What was the biggest distraction? Was it working too hard and getting into that sort of granular detail you're talking about, or was it just life getting in the way and other distractions now you're slightly older?
Certainly there's an element of that. I mean, I think when we were wrapped up touring on the third album, it was a little bit shocking to realize how quickly 7-8 years had gone by. Like my entire 20s had kind of vanished, in a fun way, but still very, very quickly. So I think there's an element of also like, feeling like a little bit out of gas, like, looking for, waiting to feel really inspired again, because I also like kind of made the calculation around that time, feeling a little bit exhausted, a little bit anxious to try other things. I also just made the calculation that anybody who's a true Vampire Weekend fan would likes our albums, and they are probably I also figured they'd probably be okay with us taking our time as long as the next chapter in the story felt at the level of the first three. I think so sometimes I'd freak out and be like, wait, should we just drop a song just to tide people over? And then the more I thought about it, I think deep down our fans, they want the next chapter in the series, and to make the whole chapter the album takes time. And that so ultimately, and I think I feel good about that decision.
Radio X.